Hey everyone, welcome to Light Inside Me. Today we're diving into some transformative insights inspired by the wisdom of the ancient Stoics. Have you ever asked yourself how your choices echo throughout your life and impact others, or wondered why something that feels harmful sometimes isn't? And what about the opinions we cling to? Are they helping us grow or quietly holding us back? In this episode, we're going to break down these powerful questions into simple, actionable lessons you can apply right now. If this kind of content resonates with you, hit subscribe, tap the bell for updates, give it a thumbs up, and drop a "keep it up" in the comments. It really helps. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Observe cause and effect, your guide to decoding life's patterns and not getting played by the universe. We're not talking about physics, we're talking about everyday decisions. The choices you make, the habits you repeat, the reactions you offer, they all ripple out, affecting your life and those around you. Life is a chain reaction, like dominoes falling or a butterfly's wings causing a storm across the world. Every action sets something in motion. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, believed that observing these patterns could help us live with more wisdom and inner peace. So how do we become philosophical detectives? 1. Pay attention, watch your thoughts, behaviors, and their impact. 2. Look for patterns. Do certain choices keep leading to the same outcomes? 3. Take responsibility. Don't blame, adapt. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. 4. Experiment. If something isn't working, try a new approach. 5. Learn from others. Observe how others succeed or fail and apply those lessons. Examples: the health nut tracks diet and exercise for long-term well-being. The relationship builder improves communication to strengthen bonds. The financial strategist learns, budgets, and adjusts investments. The takeaway: life is a web of cause and effect. Master the patterns, and you start mastering your direction. Lesson 2. No harm, no foul. Your guide to rolling with life's punches and letting go of unnecessary pain. Let's be real, we all get annoyed. A rude driver, a harsh word from a boss, a forgotten birthday. It stings. But is it really harm? Or is it how we interpret it? Epictetus said, "It's not events that upset us, but our judgments about them." The Stoics believed that external events are neutral, the suffering that comes from us. Our thoughts, our assumptions, our emotional habits. Here's how to shift your mindset. 1. Question your assumptions. Is this really a big deal? 2. Reframe the story. Find the lesson, not just the pain. 3. Focus on control. You can't control others, only your response. 4. Practice acceptance. Life is unpredictable. That's not a flaw, it's reality. 5. Build resilience. Learn, adapt, grow stronger. Everyday examples. A rude comment. Let it go, it's not about you. Missed a promotion. Use it as fuel to improve and grow. Left out of a party. Reach out, clarify, and focus on connection, not resentment. Bottom line: you have the power to decide what harms you. Choose not to be harmed and you won't be. Lesson 3. Opinions are like farts in a hurricane. Why you shouldn't cling to what you think you know. Let's talk about opinions, not the light ones like your favorite pizza topping, but the deep, stubborn beliefs we hold on to like lifelines in chaos. We live in a world overflowing with strong opinions. Everyone's got a take on politics, success, identity, and everything in between. But here's the truth. Most opinions are fleeting, emotionally charged, and often based on incomplete information. Like a fart in a hurricane, they're loud, messy, and vanish quickly. The Stoics and thinkers like Socrates and the Buddha knew the danger of clinging to opinions. They urged us to question our beliefs, embrace doubt, and remain humble. As Socrates put it, I know that I know nothing. And that's where wisdom begins. So how do we loosen the grip of opinion? 1. Do an opinion audit. What do you believe strongly? Where did those beliefs come from? 2. Challenge yourself. Seek opposing views. Engage with discomfort. Stay curious. 3. Detach. Remember, opinions are not facts. You can let go without losing yourself. 4. Focus on understanding. Instead of trying to win debates, aim to understand people. 5. Practice humility. Accept that you don't have all the answers. That's strength, not weakness. Real-life examples. The TV pundit who sounds confident but is just repeating biased scripts. The social media warrior who argues for hours but changes no minds. The open-minded learner who grows because they listen first and judge last. Bottom line, opinions aren't sacred. Question them, learn from others, and never let your ego stop your growth. Lesson 4. The real good is simple. Your antidote to overwhelm in a world that's always screaming more. Let's clear the noise. The good life isn't built on endless complexity, it's rooted in simplicity. Not in settling for less, but in cutting through the clutter to focus on what actually matters. We've been sold the myth that more is better, more money, more things, more noise. But this constant pursuit drains our energy and blinds us to joy. As Thoreau wrote, our lives are frittered away by detail. Simplify. Simplify. The Stoics and Epicureans agreed. Epicurus taught that true pleasure comes not from excess, but from friendship, calm, and self-knowledge. The Stoics believed that inner peace arises from focusing only on what we can control. So how do we embrace simplicity? 1. Seek clarity. Declutter your mind to see what matters most. 2. Find peace of mind. Less stress. Fewer decisions, more presence. 3. Build deeper connections. Time for people, not just tasks. 4. Practice contentment. Gratitude turns the ordinary into enough. Practical steps. Declutter your home and life. Donate. Delete. Detach. Simplify your schedule. Say no more often. Limit digital distractions. Create tech-free time. Prioritize experiences over possessions. Practice daily gratitude. Write it, speak it, feel it. Bottom line. A good life isn't complex, it's intentional. Simplicity isn't about having less, but about needing less to feel whole. Ilut. Lesson 5. Don't let your attention slide. Your mind is a Ferrari, not a bumper car. Let's talk attention, the rarest currency in today's world. Not shallow, performative attention, but deep focus, the kind that fuels creation, connection, and growth. We live in an age engineered for distraction. Notifications buzz, feeds scroll endlessly. Our attention span, shrinking faster than glaciers. But your attention is your power. William James said, "My experience is what I agree to attend to." So what happens when we start reclaiming it? The Stoics, Aristotle, and Buddhist teachers alike understood to live well, we must train our attention like a muscle. Here's how. 1. Digital detox. Step away from the screens and spend time in nature, not on TikTok. 2. Use the Pomodoro technique. Work in focused sprints, short bursts, no burnout. 3. Train mindfulness. Notice when your mind drifts, gently bring it back. 4. Single task. Multitasking is a myth. Do one thing well. 5. Design your environment. Clear space. Clear mind. Reduce clutter and distraction. Examples in action. The distracted student learns better after turning off notifications. The overwhelmed entrepreneur finds calm and control by focusing on one task at a time. The creative professional does their best work when deeply immersed in flow. Bottom line, attention is life. What you give it to shapes your world. So train it, guard it, and don't let it slide. Lesson 6. The marks of a rational person. Your brain's user manual for clear thinking and inner strength. Let's talk about rationality not as some cold, robotic trait, but as one of the highest expressions of being human. We live in a time flooded with emotional appeals, misinformation, and impulsive thinking. People often act out of fear, ego, or bias rather than calm reflection. As Bertrand Russell once said, most people would rather die than think. In fact, they do. But the ancient philosophers Socrates, Aristotle, the Stoics believed that reason is what elevates us. It allows us to live wisely, make sound decisions, and stay grounded in the chaos. So what makes someone truly rational? 1. Critical thinking. They question information, analyze arguments, and look for evidence. 2. Open-mindedness. They listen to other perspectives and are willing to change their mind. 3. Objectivity. They aim to see things as they are, not as they wish them to be. 4. Logic and reason. They follow evidence, not emotion or wishful thinking. 5. Intellectual humility. They know what they don't know and stay open to learning. Everyday examples. The scientist follows data, not personal bias. The judge weighs facts and applies reason, not emotion. The skeptic asks hard questions and won't be swayed by hype. The takeaway: being rational doesn't mean being heartless, it means being thoughtful. Use your mind, think clearly, and don't be afraid of uncertainty. Embrace it as the path to wisdom. As Russell said, the demand for certainty is natural, but it is an intellectual vice. Lesson 7. The mind is all yours. Your mind is a fortress. Don't let the trolls in. Let's end with the most sacred territory of all: your mind. It's not just your memory or intelligence, it's your inner world, your values, beliefs, emotions, and focus. And in today's world, it's under constant siege. From ads to algorithms, from friends to influencers, everyone wants to shape how you think. But here's the Stoic truth. You don't control what happens outside, but you do control what you let inside. Marcus Aurelius put it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So how do you guard your inner citadel? 1. Guard the gates. Be mindful of what you consume. Filter the noise. 2. Think critically. Don't just absorb, question. Verify. Reflect. 3. Practice mindfulness. Notice your thoughts. Don't get hijacked by every impulse. 4. Develop your own philosophy. Know what you stand for. Don't just borrow others' beliefs. 5. Stand your ground. Don't fear disagreement. Courage comes from clarity. Real-life examples. The independent thinker forms their own views, even when they go against the norm. The mindful consumer buys, watches, and thinks intentionally, not reactively. The resilient activist stays grounded in values, even when faced with hate or resistance. Bottom line, your mind is sacred. Don't give away your attention, your values, or your beliefs without a fight. Build your inner fortress. Own your thoughts. And remember, peace, power, and clarity begin from within. Lesson 8. A productive use for contempt. Contempt, rightly used, is your philosophical BS detector. Contempt isn't always toxic. It can be a tool for piercing illusion. When used wisely, it cuts through hype, marketing, and superficial desire. Use it to gain perspective. See things as they are, not how they're sold. Reduce attachment. Nothing lasts, don't cling to it. Make wiser decisions, emotion clouds judgment. Strip it back. Build resilience. Accept reality. Stop pretending everything should feel good. He who would learn to fly must first learn to stand and walk and run. Friedrich Nietzsche. Lesson 9. There is philosophy in everything, meaning isn't found, it's made. Philosophy isn't limited to classrooms or ancient texts. It lives in your breakfast, your commute, your next conversation. To live philosophically. Question everything, don't default, examine. See the patterns, connect ideas, nothing exists in isolation. Embrace paradox, growth comes from contradiction. Find meaning in the mundane. Even dishwashing can be sacred. Share ideas. Philosophy is lived and spoken. The menu is not the meal. Taste life. Alan Watts.